Well, welcome to our Rhythms for July. As we step into this summer, one of our focuses here at Hoboken Grace is that we want to explore how God wants to use us inside of what really is a whole new community for us. As we've seen so many people come into our community for the first time, and we have this opportunity to share Jesus with them for the very first time. And we're looking at, okay, what does that look like? How can I be part of that story and what God's doing here? And so as we walk into this month, I want us to focus in on and meditate on a passage that I think speaks powerfully to that. It's found in Psalm 139, and this is written by David. And David is celebrating something about God and specifically his relationship to God's story. So listen to what it says, beginning in verse 13. It says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." I love that line. We're going to come back to that. "Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." I love this passage because David is reflecting on his role inside of this incredible story that God is telling. And he's saying, listen, it's not an accident that I'm here. And not just that, he goes beyond that. He focuses in on the reality. And I hope you understand this, not just about David's story, not just about my story, about your story. That you are specifically created. It doesn't just say that humans are generally fearfully and wonderfully made. No. You are specifically created for the role that God has for you inside of his story. And as he's telling this story and as he's executing this incredible plan that he has of how he's going to bring together his family, he has brought you into it. And not only did he bring you into it to play a specific role inside of that story, to fit into that story, to be part of his family in that way, but in addition to that, he has specifically created you for that. And I know some of you struggle with that because you think that in some way, shape, or form, well, God made a mistake in the way that you were created. It's not true. It's not true. You were perfectly created for the purpose that God has for you. Perfectly created, fearfully and wonderfully created, perfectly created for the purpose God has for you. I want for you to sit with that this month. So that as we move through the summer and as we move into the fall, you'll understand that you matter to the mission. You were brought into the story on purpose for a purpose. And you were perfectly created for it. You didn't make a mistake. Ask him, God, what does that look like in my life? What is it that you're calling me into? What is it that you've perfectly created me for? It's amazing. It's amazing when you discover what David discovered. No, this isn't an accident. He's known what he's doing for a very long time. And he knows now. And he knows, and he knew when he created you. Have a great month.